Hey guys, welcome back to my program. And now, why do I do life coaching? Well, I coach on YouTube for anyone who wants to listen to the insights that I gained throughout my life. And it's just work, it's work for me to post information online every day, regardless of who's watching. I post my feelings online. I try to get to a better stage in my life. I try to speak my mind. I try to do business online. I try to make money online. I try to go to gym every day. I try to be drug free, and I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time with myself. I'm in the process of making a better life for myself. I'm very disciplined at the moment. I'm basically going out this Sunday. I'm going to go watch Factor B, and you can check out Factor B on YouTube. And he's a trance DJ, and he's an upcoming DJ that I listen to or that I follow. But you have to understand that I've been into trance music for quite a while now, ever since 2013 or something like that. But I've always liked techno. I've always liked techno music, melodic house, melodic techno kind of thing, and trance, EDM music, dubstep. I like dubstep. But I was never a fan a lot about drum and bass music. I do like a few songs in drum and bass from the popular ones, but the rest, I don't know. I just don't listen to drum and bass. Although, what does this all have to do with what I'm talking about? Well, I'm just speaking my feelings. I'm speaking about my life. I'm speaking about where I'm going with my life, what I'm doing with my life. And I'm getting to a better point in my life because I understand that now I'm doing the gym. 2025 is a better year for me than 2024. I finished 2024 with a bang. I became drug free in terms of I quit nicotine, I quit caffeine in 2024. And you have to realize that I've been also alcohol free of for the whole of 2024. I've been alcohol free. That's a good accomplishment for me. And suddenly I found myself drinking 2 glasses of wine in 2025 and 1 cup of coffee. Okay. And now it's the 9th of January, and this is all I've had in terms of substances. But you have to realize that I'm doing much better this year in 2025 because of my habits. I'm vegan. I haven't drank sugar in terms of soft drinks for over 30 days. I don't consume porn. I don't go and watch explicit content. I don't do explicit content at the moment. And I'm free from drugs 10 years now in terms of illicit drugs. And you have to realize that I'm not going back to alcohol for 2025. And it's like I'm getting back on the road. I'm getting to a better stage in my life. Although you have to understand that those people who have something to say, they're the ones who are going to succeed. They're the ones who are going to have a better time. And you have to be able to open up to people. You have to be able to get to know the table around you. You have to be able to speak to people. And you have to also be silent when the time is right. And you have to speak up when the time is right. But I was just listening to my program recently that I made. And what I was saying is factual. What I was saying is helpful. And what I was saying is facts. And in terms of it was something that stimulated my mind. and helped me to realize how I spoke my program. And I found it to be good material in terms of what I made. But of course, we always have to get to a better stage in life. We always have to get to some kind of routine in our life. We have to start studying. We have to go TAFE. We have to go 9 to 5 job. We have to start leveling up, and we have to start getting more responsible. And whether or not you want to have kids in your life, for example, and a wife or a husband, and to get married, that's totally up to you, but you don't have to. You don't have to have a wife. You don't have to have a kid. You don't have to have a marriage with anyone. But what you can do every single day is go toward God. You can go toward God right now in your feelings. You can speak to him in your feelings. You can feel your way through life. And you can see that you can speak into an audio program with your feelings, and your feelings will structure the sentences for you. Your feelings will help you feel better. And also, while I'm on the topic of this, that I just want to say in this audio program, I'm smoke free in 2025. That means I quit vaping in 2024, for example, and I'm nicotine free in 2025. So back to the discussion, that you have to understand that those people who speak from the feelings, when you speak from the feelings, when you got something to say, when you got something to teach, when you got something to give to people in terms of content that you've made, or something that you can feel proud of, that you can give to other people from your heart, from your soul, from who you are, that somehow, someday, someone's going to be listening to your programs somewhere, sometime down the line. Someone's going to go through your content, and you're going to help them with one idea. And that idea is going to be miraculous. I mean, it's going to be amazing. And you're impacting the world through your channel in the world. And you're doing all your work online and everything like that. And I'm creating an opportunity for myself online because I'm making all this content. And now, of course, I want to get back into music production. I miss doing music production. I really do, man. Because in 2022, I elevated my music production career. 2023 got much better, and 2024 got even better for me in terms of music production. And now in 2025, I'm looking back at my life. I've done a great deal of content. For example, I've done a great deal of content online. I've created opportunities for myself. I've been on the allowance, okay? And you have to understand, because I have benefits, but you have to understand that it's time to get into a better routine. I'm starting to feel more motivated. I'm starting to speak my mind more, especially online. I like to feed my voice online to people. And recently, you have to understand that my Instagram threads is skyrocketing. I have 4,800 followers, but I have received 275,000 views and 16,000 interactions, with 4,000 likes, or 10,000 likes actually, and 4,000 replies or comments. So I've been replying to people online, and people have been talking to me through my channel on Instagram threads. And this, I find that Instagram threads has really done a favor for me in terms of being able to share information that I found so insightful on Instagram threads, and that I've been able to share on Instagram threads. And Instagram threads has been able to give me this engagement that I've so much craved from the world around me. And what kind of engagement is that? Like, for example, likes, replies, comments, shares, reposts, all this kind of stuff, and I'm doing it the free way. And it's amazing that 275,000 people have seen my quotes on Instagram threads. And it's the newest way to get your ebooks going. It's like I write quotes on Instagram threads, but I write first my quotes on a quote creator. And on Instagram, I write how much quotes I've written because I want people to know that I'm a smart human being and that I want people to measure my smarts by my quotes online that I've made. So to this day, I've made 69,466 quotes in my Mega Drive, and you can find all that information of my quotes and everything inside my Instagram bio, and it's for free, okay? But you have to understand that I'm posting information online and I'm growing with my reputation. I'm making myself a someone in life. I'm posting information, but people are starting to recognize me as someone in the world. I have to stay consistent online though. I have to keep posting information online every single day. And it's time consuming, because I could be posting information online every day. It takes me 1 hour to post information everywhere on my social media profiles like Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, then Instagram stories on 4 accounts. And it can take me up to 2 hours to post my content online every day. And meanwhile, I'm making quotes and posting on Instagram threads the whole day. Okay. But I find that's my higher purpose. That's what makes me help the world around me. Just by giving thoughts that God gave me. Like, for example, this program that I gave you so far has come from God, and God wants me to say all this kind of stuff to you. And that's why we're always downloading information from God. And God wants us to prosper. God wants us to get to a better stage in life, not to be upset, to be nice to our father and mother, not to argue with our father and mother, not to say rude words to our father and mother. And today is my saint day, Sveti Stefan, which is in Serbian, Saint Stefan. And you have to understand it's on the 9th of January every single year. And the second day is on the 10th of January. But long after my dad's gone from this world, I'm going to celebrate Sveti Stefan with my family, with myself. Either eat out at a restaurant somewhere or make food for the house for myself. But whether or not I'm going to have a family or not, I don't know, that's up to God now, because I understand how hard it can be to find a woman for myself, especially with the situation I'm going through in my life, in my personal life, especially with the money and the work life, and for example, the body weight and also my communication and privacy kind of thing. It's just around those kind of thoughts. And I find myself holding myself back because of personal things, from getting a woman for myself and stuff like that. I'm not scared of violence. I'm not scared to fight anyone, but I'll never cause violence for a woman. You know, I want to do better in the world, but I'm not desperate for a woman right now, even though I'm 32 years of age. I wish I did have a girlfriend that would believe in me and that would help me feel much more fulfilled. Although I know that somewhere down the line I will find someone, that I remain hopeful and that somehow, someday, I will be in a better financial position and better communication position, and I'll be working for a higher purpose in that time as well, and I'll be in a better situation to be able to find a mature woman who's more my type of woman, who's more who I'm suited to, for example. Because you can see a beautiful woman, but not be suited to her, because there's many women out there, but there's only one woman that's for you. There's only one man that's for you. And the rest are either fuck buddies or sex with benefits, friends or whatever. So friends with benefits, some women, are like that. And you have to understand it's more that some women can be friends with benefits, some men can be friends with benefits or fuck buddies or something like that. So you have to understand that not everyone wants to be in a relationship. Some people want to be single, some people want to go brothels and have sex with escorts. And some people want to be like Jesus Christ. Some people want to talk it out with themselves, and some people want to have a YouTube channel going and social media going and posting information online and speaking their minds and growing with the time and growing with a purpose, giving information and making something come true for themselves and working for their life, working for something amazing, working to entertain people, for example. And it's amazing because when you're communicating from your feelings will always tell you what to say to other people. You understand? So your feelings will tell you when to talk to other people. Your feelings will tell you what to play, when to play it, how much to raise, how much to bluff, how much to say to other people, when to be silent, and when to leave, and when to come by. So guide with your feelings. So I want to say your feelings will guide you into the woman that you want to be in life, or your feelings will guide you into the man you want to become. And your feelings are the best way and source of point of recommendation that you go by. Because God talks to your feelings and your feelings talk to you. So it happens in an instant, okay? So why are you worrying about your air writing, for example? Because I do air writing, okay? And I write code zero in air writing. And nobody knows what this is except for myself. But if you ever want to find out what code zero is, I wrote 4 books about it inside amazon.com.au. Just search up my name, Danny Milivojevic, and you'll find it. And just write code zero, the code of Danny Milivojevic. And now you have to understand that your feelings will guide you what to say, when to say it. Your feelings will help you to approach a woman. Your feelings will help you to approach a man. A man doesn't always have to approach a woman. A woman can also approach a man. You ladies out there, if you're interested in a man and you really want him, why don't you make yourself seen by him? So why don't you put yourself in front of him and compliment him and tell him something about his hair or his eyes or something, and just get some feedback from that person that you're interested about. It doesn't always have to be the guy approaching the woman, because today even women are getting down on their knees for the man. And you have to understand it's much more easier for a woman to initiate a man than it is for a man to initiate a woman. Do you know why? Because a man, it's not that he's scared of the woman. So you have to understand the man's not scared of the woman. The man is scared of the rejection that the woman's going to tell him. Okay? So, for example, the guy goes up to the woman and says, hey, what's happening? What's happening? This, that. Hey, can I get your number or whatever? And the woman's like, no, I got a boyfriend. Yeah, and a man dreads this. A man feels rejected by this. So that's why some men are not open to the fact that they have to approach a woman to pursue a woman or to marry a woman or whatever, because he's scared. So some people are like that. Okay, but to be a man, you have to go with your feelings, because the feelings are your intuition. And right now in this program, I've been talking from the feelings more so than from the mind. But my feelings are part of the mind. Okay. And now I want to get to a better point in my life to just speak. And I want to get to a point in my life where I'm making events around people. And where I'm talking to a group of people or a seminar of people, where people are looking at me and I'm teaching them my feelings. I'm teaching them what I know. Because when people get me at a seminar, they also get my YouTube channel. They get my quotes. They get my Instagram. They get my social media. And they can always visit my social media for ideas, for content, for all this kind of stuff. And this is my business. My business is sole trader, okay? Which means I ride solo. I need to hire people. I need to talk to people. I need to collaborate with people. I need to send messages. I need to send messages to people regarding my passions, regarding what I do. I need to get interviewed by people. I need to speak out my feelings. And I can do that all on my social media. I can talk to people on my social media. And I found that Instagram threads right now is fulfilling a big need that I had in my life. Or it's fulfilling a massive need for me now. But Instagram threads is also very new in 2025. So Instagram threads came out a few years ago or a couple of years ago. And it's still relatively new. And that's why I'm getting so much engagement on Instagram threads. Even with 4,800 followers, I have 275,000 views on Instagram threads, which is amazing when you, for example, wrote all these quotes and you post it up online and you're making ebooks from it and you're posting on information online and repeating the process, and you're impacting the world through your social media. And that's how you're a social media influencer. And you're basically helping the world in this kind of way, and you're contributing back to society through wisdom. And I find that I'm doing my work from home, I'm posting information online basically, but eventually I need to make money from it, which is why I'm going to, in 2025, open a ClickFunnels, and I'm going to start doing paid advertising to be able to sell all my quotes, to sell all my ebooks, to sell all my YouTube videos, everything that I make. Okay? Because along with my music and everything, people can download the information, store it on their phones, everything. And I want to do also ClickFunnels and paid advertising so I can learn the advertising game, so I can make videos, monetize videos, put myself in front of the camera even more, practice this online thing of social media and really get good at it, because I really want to manifest a greater life for myself I want to post all this information online. I've got so much information I want to give to people. It all comes from my feelings. And to speak your mind, you speak your feelings to people. So if something's bothering you, then let your feelings tell you what to say to that person. Or let God come into your life through your feelings and let God speak to that person or individual that you want to talk to. And let God say something to them. You understand? So you have to understand that you must not let anything bother you and try not to swear at people, for anything, because swearing at others is an insult and it can escalate a conflict, which means if you swear at someone, they can easily cause you violence because you swore at them. I had this situation in Cairns, Australia. I went into a bar and I said, wow, everyone's drinking alcohol here and it's very bad to drink alcohol, I said to the bartender. And he got very angry and he said, what are you here for then? What are you here for? I said, I'm just here to enjoy some music and stuff like that. And he's like, you're literally sitting at a bar and you're talking how alcohol is very bad for a person and all this. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, because alcohol is bad. It's really the truth. And he's like, and then like something happened and stuff like that. And we talked. And suddenly he told me to leave the nightclub, He told me just to leave the bar and everything. So I left and stuff like that. And I returned by walking just past that bar or nightclub. And people were looking at me and they knew me already from how I left and because the guy was probably telling other people about me. And I pointed a middle finger toward their direction, but I didn't look at them in the face. I didn't know who I was pointing the middle finger to. And then three guys suddenly attacked me from that nightclub. And I held up a selfie stick, okay, to defend myself against these three guys. They tried to steal my bag and I recovered my bag before they got it. The crowds were watching, people in cafes were watching everything. There was no police, cars everywhere. And I fended them off and they ran away after I made a scene around the crowd. And I just left that day. But the next day they found me. And it was just two of them this time, not three of them. And they seen me, they were about to do something, but they're like, oh, we forgive you, all this. So I just started to walk away and stuff. And why is this important? Because you have to realize, back to the topic, don't try to escalate conflicts. Don't try to point middle fingers at people. Don't try to swear at people. Try to be in an agreeing position. Even if you don't agree with them, just say, I agree. They can say that drugs is a good thing or whatever, or they can say Jesus Christ is evil or whatever. You just say, I agree, man. I agree. I totally agree. Because people love people who agree. People love people who agree. You understand? As soon as you disagree with the person, they start to hate you because you dissed them. Okay? But just say, I agree, I agree, I agree. Like, never even try to say that you disagree with them. Just say, I agree, even if you don't agree with them. Because you have to realize that, like this, you won't escalate conflicts. Like this, you'll make them feel smart. You'll acknowledge their thoughts, everything like that. And I find this is how you make friends. You just agree with people and you'll make friends. You understand? But why is it that I have little to no friends in my life today? And you have to understand that I've had some bad experiences in my life with people where when I was a teenager, I was abusing drugs with people, with my high school friends and all that. And I found myself basically in rehab. I found myself not having friends to come visit me when I was in rehab. I ended up in rehab 4 times, for example. And I was abusing meth, I was abusing weed, I was abusing alcohol, cigarettes, for the longest time, cigarettes and nicotine. But caffeine also, and I was just always on drugs, of some kind of drugs, something to stimulate my mind or something like that. And all through this time, if I could go back and tell myself one thing about life or 3 aspects of life that I would want my younger self to know, I would say stay sober, for example, be in your feelings, and read and write as much as you can. So educate yourself around drugs as much as you possibly can. Educate your kids. Educate your kids, for example, to have a better mindset around life. And let's say your kids want to become academically successful. You let them do what they want to do, but have a YouTube channel going for yourself. Have your own social media. Have something that you're doing on the side for yourself personally, and show them what you're doing online and how you're becoming successful online and whatever it is, and how that ties into your real life and what you're doing with your real life and everything. But also, when a woman or a man is around you and they're your boyfriend or girlfriend, don't be afraid to make an audio program in front of them or to get on a podcast with them and start talking emotionally with each other about life and about things, about teaching and about growing. Because as soon as you start giving information to people, they'll find you more of a conversationalist, no matter what you're giving. But the feelings is always what something, I promise you, the feelings is something always that can tell you what to say to that person. And you can image those people with your feelings. And by imaging people, you're basically copycat, okay? You're not a copycat, but you're mirroring their feelings. You're mirroring their reactions. So if they smile, you smile. If they say something, you say something. If they walk away, you walk away. And on the poker table or wherever you are in life, you mirror the table. You mirror people. They shake your hand, you shake their hand. They ask how are you, you ask how are they. So like you're mirroring people, and your feelings and stuff like that can understand what to do in situations. But my feelings say that it's not time yet for me to have a girlfriend because it's just not that situation yet for me. But I'm not the type of guy to treat a woman bad anymore. Like I try not to treat women bad or anyone bad. I try to treat everyone equally as much as I can in a good way. Even though I treat everyone differently, I mirror people differently. But I'm always reflecting upon my thoughts with my feelings, with air writing, with my boogie board writing, which is just an e-writer writing kind of thing. I write in my phone, I make audio programs, I make video programs, I post on social media my quotes. I post on all my social medias as much as possible, just free information. And I'm slowly understanding what I need to do to make money online, to become successful, and to make my life a reality and my dreams a reality. Okay. But I want to say that for this program, I feel that I've said something in this program to impact someone in this program that's listening to me now. I feel that it's nice to open up, it's good to open up, and that your feelings can make a program any time of the day. You just have to be in tune with your feelings. When you're exercising, be in your feelings. Always constantly be in your feelings. Structure your mind. Structure the person you are. Structure everything around you. Organize yourself around. Organize your ideas. Organize your thoughts. Give the best information possible. Respect yourself. Respect the person you are. Respect the people around you. Respect your elders. Respect your family. Honor your mum and dad, as Jesus Christ said. And to honor your mum and dad is to respect your mum and dad. Your mum and dad have done more for you than other people. So other than yourself, you have to understand that your parents are not going to be in this life for a long time. So be with them. Even though they're going to be around, they're just not going to be as long as you're around. Okay? But you have to realize that they live their life, but you're going to get to a point where you're going to talk to your mum, you're going to talk to your dad, and you're just going to be in the feelings. And when they close the conversation, you open the conversation. And when they start closing the conversation again, you start opening the conversation again. It's always about communication. Communication. I promise it's always about communication within a relationship. You have to tell people your needs, what you want from them. You have to teach them how to treat you. You have to maneuver your way around in life with your words. You have to show people what you want from them each and every step of the way. And you have to show people that you are a smart individual and that you're not a fluke. That you're not stupid, because there are people around you that may think you're very stupid because you don't have a master's degree or a diploma, or because you're not working a 9-to-5 job, which is all negative connotations that they're giving you. But you have to understand that the most successful people in the world do not have master's degree. Okay? The most successful people in the world are not working 9-to-5 jobs. Okay? And the most successful people in the world tell the truth and nothing but the truth. You have to have integrity in life. You have to have a good heart. You have to have positive material to say and positive things to do with your life. And I find myself when I go Gloria Jeans nearby my house, it's like I sit there. I wish I was just doing my content. I am doing my content, but I want to be traveling the world and just helping myself to speak my mind. And I'm doing that at home, but I want to be traveling while I do it as well. I want to be traveling while doing it. So in 2025, I'm either going to go see my mum overseas or I'm going to travel Australia. And this time it's going to be different for me. It's going to be new music, new events, new everything. And I'm going to try to gym every single day for 6 months. That's my goal. Just every single day, just get in the gym. Every single day for the next 6 months. And whether I lose weight or don't lose weight, I'm in the gym every day. I'm running, I'm improving, I'm not smoking. And I'm going to feel good about myself because I can, because I want to, and because I'm a smart individual, who can make my life successful. I can rely on myself. I can rely on my feelings to get me a job, to get me anything in life. And that my situation currently is not tied to my self-worth. My self-worth is so much more than my situation, and that I can outgrow myself. I reached my highest self in 2025. So it's really good to be able to make this program for you, just to speak my heart out and to stimulate your mind with my words, to give some kind of new perspective in the world. No one's made this program other than me in the world, and just giving what God wants me to give to you from my own heart, downloading God's information, giving it to you, sharing it with the world. That's a good, kind deed I done for the world today. So do lots of good things for the world, and good things will come back to you in other ways. And when you have something to say, you say it with your feelings. Be in your feelings all day long. Speak with yourself. Know that your feelings can structure your sentences. Your feelings can write for you in your journal. Have a journal. Write in your journal with your feelings. Your feelings will tell you what to write, and your feelings will tell you in silence what you need in your life. Your feelings will tell you everything, but you have to unlock it with words. In a sense, so you have to showcase your feelings to the world, showcase who you are, become your most authentic self, and become the best version of yourself. It's worth it. And ever since I quit porn 50 days ago, I'm not feeling shame. I'm not feeling guilt. My mind is not twisted as much anymore. Like, I can talk to little kids, I can talk to people, for example, and not have porn playing in my mind while I'm talking to those people. So it's like when you're watching porn and then you're talking to a little baby after that, it's like the mind's twisted. It's not that the mind's twisted. It's like porn makes you twisted. It makes people twisted. And it makes people bitter and jealous, and it makes people hate the world they live in, and it makes people suffer because they see other people having sex that they could never have. And porn makes you feel that you lack something. Porn makes you feel like you lack that kind of sex that they're having. And that's why I stay away from porn. I don't watch porn. I'm much more proud of myself now because I don't watch porn. I watched porn for over 13 years. Ever since I turned 13 to 32, I watched porn. And that was a long time for me. And I could never break it. I could never break not watching porn. But suddenly I started air writing while I masturbate. And while I masturbate, I air write. And because I'm air writing while masturbating, I'm stimulating my mind. I'm talking to myself with my left hand. And that's how I quit porn. Basically stimulating my mind while air writing and masturbation. And all I found was that I just had to basically stimulate my mind. I had to stimulate my mind somehow to get away from porn. So I need to stimulate my mind whenever I masturbate with my left hand, with air writing, with a pen, while I masturbate, so I can stay away from porn. And that's worked for me, personally. That's a scientific thing that I found out with myself. And no one's told me this. I just found it out on my own. In a sense, so Anyway, guys, I want to say, speak from your feelings, speak from your heart. Give everything you have in your life. Give your heart and soul to the world. Give your most that you can give. And something heartbreaking happened to me in 2024. I was with this girl, you know, it was like arranged kind of thing, you know, and I was trying to help her, she was trying to help me and stuff. And we began like having this flirtation thing going at the start, lovey dovey kind of thing. And then it suddenly got a little bit more serious, and then suddenly it just winded off, it just went somewhere else. And it just, this lady, like this girl, she's like 24, I'm 32, but she doesn't know what she wants, she's immature. She thinks she can do better than me, you know. Um, but you have to understand that it just never worked out with me and her because she didn't want to be patient with me. And with her, it was just always seemed too perfect that we never argued. We never argued. It was always too perfect, And I want to say that she cheated. She says doesn't want to be in a relationship with me. She doesn't want me to be a father with her kids or whatever it is. She said some really hurtful things to me and stuff. And I'm just glad that I'm not with her because I realized that I wouldn't be happy with that kind of woman in my life. I wouldn't be happy with her. I just feel that. I feel that from personally that somehow trying to satisfy her, trying to please her is just never enough. And the way she pleases me and satisfies me, I don't know, it's like it doesn't even work out. Although girls are different, and sometimes you don't have to have sex or kiss the person that you're with. You can just be with them in silence, watch TV, or just look at each other and just smile, and it doesn't have to be awkward. It doesn't have to be very lovey-dovey or whatever. Just mature, just something mature between you guys, that you guys hold some kind of secret together, some kind of deep understanding with each other, and just talking and educating each other on something, talking about your feelings to one another. I say always talk about your feelings with other people. Tell them what you feel about them. Tell them the truth. Tell them honesty. Try to lift yourself and other people. Try to inspire the world. Try to be cheerful around people. Try to be a better person. Try to give of yourself to other people. Try to be generous. Try to give people some skills. Try to have a good reputation around people. So try to help everyone around you. you know. And I want to say, let it be with everything that I've said in this program. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this program. I hope to see you guys in the next program. And please share this with your friends and family. And I hope that you guys come into my next programs and also enjoy your day and see you guys very soon.